Hi, my name is Lisa Oakes, and welcome to Western Washington University and the Engineering and Design Department. I am the pre-major advisor for engineering and design students, and I'm here to say hello and welcome to Western, to the new incoming class of freshmen and transfer students. We're excited to meet you and excited to host you on campus this upcoming fall. This video is intended to help you navigate some things that you're going to do over the summer, including summer orientation. So there's a lot that's going to happen at your summer orientation, including registration. And so that's kind of what I'm here to help you with. And I will be here, even though virtually. I'm going to help you figure out what you're going to do for fall quarter. So with that, I'm also going to share a video from one of our faculty members who also wants to welcome you to Western. So with that, I'll share my screen.
Hey everyone, my name is Jill Davishall. I use she, her pronouns. I am Director of First Year Programs and Professor in the Engineering and Design Department. I teach a variety of the first and second year classes for pre-major students, and I also do research on student connectedness and sense of belonging. So if you're headed to Western in the fall and you're going to major in engineering and design, you'll likely see me in the classroom. We're teaching a new class this fall called Engineering, Design, and Society, and that's looking at the role of engineering and design and its connectedness to social components. So if you're able to and interested, I encourage you to sign up for that class. We have a lot to talk about, and I'm excited to get to know all of my new students. Feel free to reach out to me if you've got any questions, and look out for some ways to engage with your peers coming in the fall. So we'll have some fun things going on for new students. Until then, take care and have a great summer.
Okay, so that was Jill Devishall. Like she said, we have a lot to share with you this upcoming fall and this upcoming year for you. And I'm going to talk about what some of those things are as a new student in our department. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share a web page on our website that's solely devoted to what summer orientation is about and what you're going to do as a student in our department, and offer you resources to reach out over the summer with any questions that you might have. So even though we're not in person this summer and doing this in person, these orientations, we are here and here to help you. So like I said, I'm going to show you a web page that you will be able to access. So I'm going to walk you through it now. Okay, so this is the Orientation Advising and Registration 2021 website for engineering and design students. So this will be on our webpage, and there will be a link to it on the homepage. So it will be really easy for you to find come summer. So this is the welcome for, like I said, orientation, advising, and registration. So you have likely already signed up. If you have not, I would click on that link and get registered, because that is how you are going to register for fall quarter and kind of get guaranteed to some classes that you are really interested in. So like I said, my name is Lisa Oakes. I am the pre-major advisor for this department. So if you are interested in either electrical and computer engineering, manufacturing engineering, plastics and composites engineering, or industrial design, you're in the right place. So you likely on your sorry, that keeps popping up. On your application to Western, you indicated an interest in one of our degrees. And so you are already on my radar. And so you are going to be receiving an email from me over the summer before your registration day, your orientation / registration day. And these are some things that I would like you to do before that registration. and orientation. So one, you're going to look for a welcome email from me in your Western email. So start to get used to logging into that. So because you're going to get stuff from us that are probably pretty important. So as a new Western student, that's your new mode of communication with us. And so in that email, I'm going to provide some links and some course registration suggestions for you. So that's an important thing to look for. With that, you're also going to get some information about your math placement assessment. So Western has likely asked you to take a math placement assessment, and especially for engineering students and design students, math is a prereq to almost all of our classes. So it's really important that you take a look at that, take the assessment, and do as well as you can. And there are some helpful links to coach you through the math placement assessment and provide some contact information for the testing center if you have questions. Declaring your pre-major. So in our department, it's really important to set up your pre-major with us so that we know what you're intended to do. What if you want to be an EE major or a manufacturing major. So there are steps in here that you can do, sending an email to our department with your intended pre-major that you want to declare and your W number. Keep in mind, you can change this at any time. So if you're nervous about setting yourself into something that you can't change your mind about later, that's okay. We can change it. It just helps direct you right now to a few classes and helps me try and understand what your intentions are. So as your advisor, it allows me to best advise you. And if you have more than one, that's okay too. You can say that. So there's that step. And then if you are a transfer student or a high credit freshman, likely you already have met some of the first year program courses. So there are some things for you here to do, and I'd like you to reach out to me with questions regarding that, because you will likely be a couple quarters ahead, which is nice. Registration planning for fall. So there's more information on this website. I'm going to talk about that. But that's the big thing that happens during your orientation is you're going to register. And so it's kind of a good idea to already kind of have an idea of where you're at. Like your math placement assessment is going to determine what kind of physics, what kind of math you're going to take. So, and especially if you're an industrial design student, there are some extra steps you have to do to declare for industrial design, like submitting a portfolio. So that's why I'm here. So you can reach out and you can email me if you have any questions about these steps. Okay, on this page as well, I have put some kind of more exciting things that you can check out later. There's some videos. There's a video from the Plastics and Composites Engineering faculty and technical staff. Have put together a video kind of about what they do, since not a lot of people are able to tour our building and get an idea of what access you might have in our department. They put together this video to share with you. So I would pay attention, even if you're not interested in plastics and composites. This is a great video because it also is gives you an indication of some equipment and some things that you might use, like if you're a manufacturing student or an industrial design student. So and then industrial design, this is more of a student-focused video from the seniors from last year and a senior project that they worked on. So this is a pretty cool video to watch too. So these are here for you to watch on your own time. Something else that you can do that might be of interest if you like social media is you can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram page, we do a number of things. We have students and alum are focused in here, and we make a lot of announcements, but I think the best part is probably hearing from current students and alumni, and it kind of gives you a glimpse of what it means to be an engineering and design student or a grad from our program too. So that's a great resource that's easy to do remotely. And then something also to look forward to in the fall and next year is our makerspace. It's relatively new, and during this year of remote learning, we have had staff busy setting up new equipment. So over this last year, we added a laser cutter. We have industrial sewing machines, and we have about 6 3D printers in that makerspace. And the makerspace is devoted to pre-majors. So that's you. That is the incoming class of students. This is a space that is for our first year and second year students. So in that space, it is a place to collaborate on group projects for classes. It's also a place that our older students, our full majors, might be putting on workshops. So we've hosted an Arduino workshop in there. We've hosted some 3D printing workshops. So for those of you who are kind of new to hands-on technology, this is a really good way to get in there and figure out what it means to be an engineering and design student at Western, because we are really super hands-on. So this is a safe place and a welcoming place for pre-majors. So that's pretty exciting. Then here are some suggested classes based on the major you're intending to study. So I have outlined here some suggestions for each major. So starting with the top there, electrical and computer engineering. There are 2 columns. Are you ready for calculus? Did your math placement set you up for calculus? If so, that's the list of courses that you're likely going to sign up for. If you're not ready for calculus, that's okay. Plenty of our graduates started out not ready for calculus fall quarter freshman year. You can take pre-calculus, it's not the end of the world. That's all right. So those would be courses that you're going to take if you're not ready for calculus yet. So I also have that outlined there for manufacturing, plastics and composites, and industrial design. So again, these are questions that you can reach out to me. I'm also going to be sending you an email. Remember, check your Western email. I'm going to have suggestions in there for you prior to your orientation day. So, and they will likely look like something like this. Industrial design, remember I said earlier that industrial design requires a portfolio. So for those of you who are interested in industrial design, and you've not submitted a portfolio, or you haven't been, you did and you weren't accepted the first time, that's all right too. Plenty of our graduates had to submit a portfolio more than once. Very common. It's a competitive program. You're encouraged to apply more than once. It's really common. So the requirements for the industrial design portfolio are in this link right here. And it'll take you to the website, and it will talk about the next deadline, which is October 22nd. So you could spend some time this summer working on your portfolio, and you can visit this website right here to find out what we're looking for. Okay, again, look for your Western email. I'll have some suggestions for you in there. These are also good tools. These are what we call plans of study. So they are an outline, a 4-year outline, suggested plan, and how to get our degrees done, what classes you're going to take, which quarter. So you will see these a lot. I will be using these in advising appointments with you. So for example, if you are a plastics and composites pre-major, you could click on this. And this is what a plan of study looks like: fall, winter, spring, first year, second year, third year, fourth year. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you're going to be studying for the next 4 years. And I have one for electrical engineering, industrial design, and manufacturing. So these are kind of good to get an idea of kind of what your course load is going to look like. These are just major requirements. So these are good tools. They will be on our website, and you will see them when we're in person. I will have printed copies. You can come pick them up. But right now, these are electronic. Okay, what's next? On your orientation day, which will likely be in late July or August, depending on when you register, or when you sign up for it, I will be available for drop-in advising on those days to help you with last-minute questions. You will have a busy day. You're going to meet with academic advising, and you're going to hear about how to register, and you're going to learn lots of things. But part of my role is to help you figure out what courses you are going to register for. So you won't be alone. I will be available. After orientation and before fall quarter starts in late September, you can also reach out with lots of questions. We are here. So the department office email is right here. The phone number is right here. Even though, like I said, we can't see you in person yet, we are available throughout the summer to answer questions. So, and then see you in the fall. We're really excited to meet this new upcoming class. And hopefully we will be having a lot of in-person classes. There's some exciting things happening to bring people back to campus. So we are excited to meet you in person. So that kind of wraps up my video. I am glad you tuned in. And like I said, I'm here to answer questions. You can find me on that orientation website. And I look forward to meeting you. And I hope you have a really good rest of your summer. And welcome to Western.